Terrible, ain't it?
Oh, he's a bundle of joy, such a bundle of joy. Oh, he's a bundle of joy, such a bundle of joy.
Well, you know, we may have lost, but at least the team played better than they did last week, like, you know.
True. The quicker we get back to winning ways, the better.
Yeah.
We're starting to slip down the table.
Right.
Oh no. Al's just walked in.
Oh, you know he's lost his job, don't you?
I heard that. But I
Oh,
don't know how.
Well, no doubt he'll tell you.
Terrible, ain't it?
Right, Al.
Sorry to hear about you using your job.
Oh, I ain't misered. Mavis is angry though. I mean, it all started when I lost my job at the Boggin Metalworks because, you know, I was in prison. Eventually those people in the Dole office found me that job working in the local modern art gallery. You know, just doing light maintenance work and helping to put up and take down some of the stuff, you know, paintings and the like, and a bit of cleaning. Anyhow, there were a right cowing snooty lot in there. The gaffer, her name was Van, she was in her late 30s, I suppose, but she seemed to flare up at the slightest thing that was wrong. The receptionist was strange. Still don't know whether it was a bloke or a woman. Called itself Kit. I mean, had tits on it, also a beard. I tried to keep out of the way of it. Anyhow, the first time I walked around the place and looked at all the stuff on show, I thought, what a load of old crap. I mean, some of it looked as though a 5-year-old had thrown some paint at a canvas. Other exhibits were beyond words. I mean, there was a bogging desk which had loads of crap on it, you know, water bottles and scrunched up chocolate wrappers and one of them laptop computers things. You know, there was a pair of glasses. I mean, what the bogging hell was all that about?
Yeah. But
then there was a time when someone came in with 3 different sized boulders. Van said, put them in one room. Then she decided that didn't look right, so I had to move them to another room. Almost give myself a cowing hernia. Then the bloke what brought them in the first place wanted them put in on top of one another. Then he wanted them side by side. I told him to make his cowing mind up. Of course, that didn't go down too well. I asked him what it was supposed to be. He said it represented life in 3 stages. I thought, what a load of cowing crap.
Yeah, but you've told us that before. But what we want to know is...
And then there was a time when she had a go at me for hanging a picture sideways. It was only when the woman what painted it came in a couple of weeks later and complained that it was actually then put the right way up. But as I said to him, none of you lot who were supposed to be experts noticed that it was cowing well wrong. And the best one was when I went in one morning and saw about half a dozen beer bottles lying on the floor. I thought someone had had a party, so I cleaned them away like. How was I supposed to know it was a cowing exhibit? So I got...
Sorry. Very serious.
Oh.
Anyway, so I got and fetches them out of the skip where I'd chucked them, but some of them were broken. So I had an idea. I thought, I'll go down the pub, down the road, end of the road, and come back with some empty bottles. So I places them back on the floor, you know, as best as I could remember how they went. By this time, they told the artist, and he comes tearing back to the gallery. When he sees what I've done, the daft sod just lies on the floor saying, "No, no, no, these are lager bottles. It should be real ale bottles. That was the whole point of the piece." And then the dozy cow starts crying.
Yeah, but how did you get the sack? You haven't told us.
Look, hold your horses. I was just coming on to that. You see, they were a bit short-staffed a few days ago, so they asked me to take over on reception. I had to greet the visitors as they came in and sell them one of them book things which listed all the stuff which was in the cowing place. Anyway, I couldn't work that bogging till thing. I had to keep calling her down from the office. Any road, we had a bloke from some magazine come to write an article on the gallery. She said it would raise the profile of the place. She took him around and showed him what was on display, and it was as he was leaving that I think the confusion took place, because he asked me my name and I told him. He then said something, but I never heard what he said properly, because this noisy lorry went past the front door. Anyway, I didn't want him mithering me, so I just said bye. Any road, he comes back over to where I was behind the desk and said he didn't realise. Then he starts asking me questions about the place. I told him that I thought it was a load of cowing crap and wouldn't give any of it house room even if you paid me. I pointed out one picture. God knows what the bugging hell it was supposed to be. It was just a load of lines and squiggles. And they wanted £3,000 for it. 3,000 cowing hell. I told him that anyone who bought any of the rubbish in here has more money than sense and need the cowing brains looking at. Evidently, he then went away and wrote in the magazine everything I'd said and nothing about what her in charge had said. She was coming well furious. Evidently, some of the people had withdrawn their stuff and others who were supposed to display their rubbish had cancelled. What had happened was, when the writer bloke was about to leave, he asked me what my job there was. I said, bye, because I thought he was going like. He must have thought I said, buyer. He thought I was the bloke that bought in all this cowing crap to display. Any road, she decided it was best if I didn't work there anymore. She arranged for me to have 3 months' pay as long as I didn't go back and as long as I didn't get in touch with the papers or bad-mouthed the place again. I mean, the only downside is that I'd now have to stay at home all day with our Mavis.
Boyer!
What? What? They call the meanest man in town a buyer?
Oh, shut up.
Oh no. Oh, God.
Oh, he's a bundle of joy, such a bundle of joy. Oh, he's a bundle of joy, such a bundle of joy. Oh, he's a bundle of joy, such a bundle of joy. Oh, he's a bundle of joy, such a bundle of joy. Oh, he's a bundle of